Alright, so in this video we're going to be taking a look at how to take a JPEG file and convert it into a vector, and then we're going to show how we can take that vector file from Inkscape and bring it into our slicer and put it on top of an existing 3D model. Okay, so it's pretty straightforward process throughout. So let's go ahead and bring in our artwork in question. We'll start there. So there is the logo. Now this isn't what I would consider great artwork, but it could be usable. Let's find out though. Let's right click and choose trace bitmap. And yeah, it's not great, but it's also not awful. So we'll just go ahead and run with it the way it is. This will be good enough for this particular example. So what we're going to do, we have most of our bits. We are going to go to path and break apart here. And then that very outside circle, this one right there, I need to duplicate that. Okay, so I just hit Control D and I'm going to turn that off so I can't see it. And then I'm going to go back to selecting all of this, and Control K on our keyboard, that is combine, or we could go to the path menu and choose combine this way too. That brings us back to where we were, and then I can just move this down, and then so this was yellow, and then this was like a blue color. Okay, so it's something like that. So we have those two objects, and in this case that'll be fine. So let's go ahead and just save this. So we're going to save it as an Inkscape file. So we'll just call this the LR logo, and we'll hit save. Okay, and so now we could take it into our slicer and we can add the logo to our model in our slide. Alright, so now what we want to do is we want to take the logo file that we created in Inkscape and put it on the lid of this ammo box. And so we're going to show you how to do this very, very easily. So what we're going to do here is just add a new build plate, and let's just take our lid, and actually I'm going to just take this whole assembly, Control C, and just hit Control V, and then I'm just going to alt click and do away with that, and alt click and do away with that. So now we just have our lid. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and choose rotate, and we're going to rotate this 180 degrees because I want to look at the top of my lid here. Now if I select this piece, you'll see that it says it's 17.05. Okay, so 17.05, which is fine. So then what I want to do is I want to bring in my logo. So let's go ahead and add another build plate, and let's bring in the logo, Control I, and go to our desktop here, and we type in LR because that's what we named our logo, LR logo right here. So we click on that and choose open. Okay, so now we have our logo open. Now I'm going to resize this. So I'm going to go to scale, and I'm going to go ahead and do uniform scale, and let's do like 60. We'll make it 60 big. I don't know exactly how big it needs to be to fit on our ammo box, but we'll say 60 for right now. Okay, so our logo consists of two pieces. Let's go ahead and get rid of some filament colors here first. And we know we need a yellow for our logo, and then we know we need a blue for our logo, and then we need like a dark green for our ammo box. Okay, so on the logo piece, we will make that piece yellow. That's our back plate, and then the top of our logo, and we could even name this. This is what I would normally do, back plate, like so, and then we'll call this front details for lack of a better example. And then both of those pieces, we'll control click both of them. We can go to our scale, and we won't use uniform scale, but we'll make them 1 millimeter thick. Now that thickness is not really that relevant. You can make it, thinner if you wanted to, but for this particular example, normally I would use 1 millimeter. And then let's go ahead and rotate this around. So it needs to be like that to fit on our ammo box lid. Okay, so there is our logo. And what we're going to do here is just take our lid and right click on it and center it to the build plate. And let's do the same thing to our logo. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to take our logo, which is sitting on the build plate, and we want to put it on top of our lid. But in order to do that, we would have to combine the lid and the logo together in an assembly. So we would shift click everything, and if you look here, the lid is selected but the logo is not. So we're just going to control click and then add the logo, and now you can see that the logo is active. And we can go ahead and right click and merge those two together. Okay, so now I need to move the parts of my logo, which is the yellow and the blue. I needed to move it in the vertical direction. I needed to sit it on top of my lid. So the thickness of the lid is at 1705. So that top plane of my lid is 17.05 millimeters off the build plate. So if I want my logo to be flush on top, then this is what I have to do. I have to do some math. So what we do is we take the amount of our object, in this case it's 17.05, and we're going to subtract half the thickness of our logo. So in this case, our logo is 1 millimeter, so we do half the thickness, which is 0.5 of a millimeter, and that means we have to raise the Z value of our logo 16.55. Okay, so if I go to the Move tool here, there's my Z value, 16.55, enter, and now my logo is completely flush with the lid of my ammo box. Okay, so when we're talking about Z values, when we're going in the Move tool, there's our Z value. When we're talking about Z values, X values, Y values, what we're talking about is from the center of the object. Okay, that whatever object that we're trying to interact with. So this is all correct the way it is. So then to print this, what we would do is we would go ahead and turn it back over. We would print this face down, okay, because again, it's all flush. And the reason we don't see the logo on the back side is because the lid of our ammo box is thicker than 1 millimeter. That's why we don't see the logo on the back side, which is fine because we don't want to see the logo on the back side. So let's go ahead and slice the plate. Bob's your uncle. There's our beautiful logo sitting on top of our lid, completely flush. And that's what we want. So you can see it's pretty straightforward if we have all the right pieces to the puzzle to make it happen. So hopefully that answers your question, and now you can be putting your logo on whatever it is you want to put your logo onto. Until next time, thanks for watching.